going by the Fragtastic Mr. Fox. I'm going to be talking about my journey in fragrances, from indie to niche to classics to Middle Eastern fragrances, all things fragrances. If that's your type of jam, definitely you know what to do. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and as I said on my old channel, I love to chat. Write some comments, let me know your thoughts with some of the fragrances, things like that. I think for this first one, I figured I just would kind of go through some of the fragrances I've been wearing and let you know that on this channel, I really want to talk about fragrances that resonate with me. It's been, like I said, some vintage. I will do new fragrances, things like that. But I really want to explore my journey and share it with you, maybe turn you on to some things and just have a little fun. I'm a little bit of a goof. There'll be some silly ass videos if you haven't watched my old channel. So with that said, let's get into some fragrances that I like, that I've been wearing. Some are designers, some are, I guess this would be niche, some are clones, just some recent stuff I've been wearing to give you a clue of my style. First one, Freshy. Wear this to the gym a lot. I wear this when I'm going on errands, and it's Chrome Extreme. It's basically super fresh. If you like the Chrome DNA, it's basically the Extreme. A few of us have said it. It's the Chrome DNA with Profondo from Acqua di Gio. It's almost like the two had a baby and Chrome Extreme came out. So it's definitely bright, it's refreshing, it's not offensive unless you put on 14 sprays of it. You'll be blowing yourself out and the room out. It's a decent performer, but it's bright, it's sexy, it'll make you smell foxy. It's definitely will garner some compliments if that's your thing. And you're gonna smell clean. You're gonna smell good. It's a great warm weather fragrance. I wear fragrances whenever I want. I mean, you gotta be careful, but something I've been getting into, and it's cheap. On discounters right now, I've been seeing it between 30, less than 40 bucks. So that is a great bang for your buck. Number two, like I said, I love my vintage, my classic fragrances. I will be talking about them. Some will be discontinued, things like that. It's a little annoying. And when things get discontinued, they get super pricey. It sucks, but I want to talk about some fragrances I like. And if you're a collector or getting into collecting, this is part of the game, part of the journey. So with that said, it's Duke de Vivens. I'm going to butcher names. I'm sorry. Beautiful bottle. I wish this is plastic though around it, but it's cool. This basically, let's see, give it a little spritz. I love this stuff. Definitely has the 80s vibe, barbershop, fougere. If you like Dracar Noir or things in that vein, it's got this Dracar Noir vibe, but to me this is the niche version. It has a little bit more oak moss and some green facets that just make this so gentlemanly. It's classy, you feel rich. I don't know if it's my age, but I always liked these type of fragrances, and I've been really going back down memory lane. Some might say you smell like a grandpa, but if you're, you know, into fragrances like I am, I mean, with way more than I should have on shelves. It's abnormal to most people, but if you like barbershop fougères, that classic style fragrance, this is the EET formulation. There's a El Extreme, which is a lot more potent than this one. I think the lavender's kicked up in it, but this is a beautiful, gentlemanly, classy fragrance and a good one if you're trying to get into your vintage style. This one is a clone. I'd like to talk about clones on my channel, and this one has been the most impressive I've put my nose on in a while. Goes for about 50 bucks, 60 bucks, and it's by Glorious Oud, and it's called Royal Blanc. Now, the Royal Blanc is a clone of Initio Musk Therapy, which I had a decant of 10 mils, which was expensive as well. I think just as much as this bottle, which is, I think, an 80 mil. What is this thing? This is, it's an 80 milliliter Eau de Parfum conversation, Jesus. And this is an eau de parfum concentration. And as you can see, it's kind of got that Initio side effect, or Initio bottles, I mean, type of vibe. Guys and ladies, this is 50, 60 bucks. It's basically a one-to-one. The problem and my issue is I don't mind spending $200-300 if something is long-lasting, is a killer fragrance, and I know I need it. But Initio Musk Therapy, in my opinion, is very soft. Longevity's but it smells great. It's an awesome smelling fragrance, but so is this for 50, 60 bucks. So Glorious Oud, look for this one. Royal Blanc, I keep forgetting the name, but it's something you're gonna see on my channels. I'm trying to save you guys some bucks, because sometimes you don't need, unless you really want that fancy bottle, I get it, but you don't need to spend $300 to smell like Initio Musk Therapy. Next one, a little bit more expensive. It's considered a designer, but has niche qualities. It's YSL's top line, and one of my favorites, Kaybon. Now, Tuxedo definitely is the most popular in this line for good reason. It smells awesome, but it's a lot more common of a DNA. But for me, when I got a decant of this first, I fell in love with it. And it just resonates more with my personality than Tuxedo does, but I do wear Tuxedo, and I have a lot of clones or similar fragrances that I like that are in, so I do love that DNA. But this is like a creamy sandalwood. It's a rose-based fragrance. There's no coconut in this, but it's like a creamy coconut, but not like pina colada. It has a lot more depth going on in this, but there's no coconut in it, but I get coconut vibes. It smells so damn good. I'm gonna give it a little spritz. Oh, it's just so sexy, so inviting. You wear this on a date, totally unisex. Your significant other is gonna wanna get close, and that's what it's all about. If I'm going on a date, I'm not trying to blow her out of the chair. I'm trying to get her close, next to the neck parts, like, damn, you smell sexy. And I'm like, I smell Foxy, I know. Correction, noted. So, boom, Kaybon by YSL, a little pricey, but if you search around on like forums, be careful with eBay and Mercari's, always make sure the seller has a good rep. But if you even get a partial bottle, thing's gonna last you a while. It's not something you're gonna wear every single day, but so elegant, so just type of sexy smell. Bringing them in close with Kaybon. Next up, we got from Prada, Amber Pour Homme Intense. Apparently it was discontinued, but I've been seeing it pop up on discounters for about between 40, 50 bucks for 100 mil this is. And it is basically Amber Pour Homme, that amber powdery iris thing going on, but it has this classic gentlemanly men's cologne kick to it. And I think that's why it's not as popular, but damn, this smells good, in my opinion. If you want like classic meets modern perfumery type of jam, this is just so beautiful, different. You're not gonna smell like everybody. It's not too intense, like it's like a vintage powerhouse or anything like that. It just has a touch of it, dries down, and it kind of sits to the back seat. It takes a back seat, but damn, a unique one from the line. Prada Amber Homme Intense, gorgeous fragrance, gentlemanly, some classy stuff. Another kind of classic style smell from a Zara. It's very refreshing to me. I'm gonna be wearing this in spring and definitely in summer. It has definitely the Zara Pour Homme DNA with citruses and this Japanese citrus called yuzu, and it's a Zara Homme Lou. Now, this is a 50 ml, it's another toilette, but this is just bright. It's got that kind of tart grapefruit citrus, this yuzu that just pumps on my skin. Some people say it fades off quickly. I get great longevity with the citrus notes. Dries down to that kind of, a Zara pour homme, classic, vintage, or more old school kind of vibe, but very subtle with the citruses and this yuzu. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Super cheap. You smell classy, you smell refreshing. It's very uplifting. It's one of my uplifting fragrances. When I'm doing errands, it's good for work. It's definitely good just to roll out. I love this stuff. If you see it out there, Zara Pour Homme, it is definitely a great citrus-based fragrance. Next, super cheap. I've been impressed by this, and it's by Zara. Zara sometimes, I don't know, for $20 they do these, they really make it affordable to smell good. And that's what it's all about. Here it is. It's called 527 Green. It's one of their newer fragrances, I think. I mean, the last couple of years might be newer. Here's with the cap on. So I give you kind of the full pajamas, but it's basically Givenchy Gentleman Parfum mixed with Guerlain IDL, like a touch of that. And I feel like they were trying to go for the Givenchy Gentleman intense kind of vibe because there's a cypress note in this. It's cypress, orris, labdamen, and I'm not sure what else, but I think that's what's on the box. But this smells great. If you are looking to get Givenchy Gentleman Parfum, you don't want to shell that out right now, the 60, 70, 100 bucks or whatever it is, 527 Green from Zara, you're getting the same vibe. I'm sure they have another version of this, but I like that green note touch. The cypress puts it in a different direction. So nice. And if you like Guerlain's IDL kind of vibes, but with the iris in it, oh, this is 20 bucks. You're gonna smell Foxy. It's awesome. I'm telling you. If you're like some of those fragrances that I just mentioned, to my nose, I get those vibes. $20. It's insane. Last but not least, a Middle Eastern fragrance I just got as well. And I kind of was on the hunt for this, and also to another fellow reviewer. She's awesome. You guys check her out. It's Glam Finds. Her name's Sarah. She's Glam Finds. She's on Instagram and also on, here on YouTube. And she does Middle Eastern fragrances amongst all fragrances. But she has been looking for this fragrance, and I found it. Let her know we both got it, and we've both been comparing notes. And there's another one, but let me show you first. It's called a Jazzy, and it's a Jazzy Intensive Silver, this one's called. They have a black version that's more like Bleu de Chanel mixed with, it's just kind of that kind of Bleu de Chanel vibe. But not synthetic, smells great, an awesome banger. I think it's between 20 to 35, 40 bucks. This one you can find, I'm not sure if the sale's still going, but I found it for $15 on Yoma Shop. For this, it's an eau de parfum concentration, but this thing, we've kind of compared notes. She gets kind of a La Nuit La Homme from YSL's vibe. I get that, I compared them. So it's like that, and to me has a little bit of that Paco Rabanne Legend dry down to me, but with the La Nuit really taking the front stage of it. But in the back seat, I don't know why I get that, even YSL EDP, YSLY EDP dry down-esque with this. So good, mass appealing. It's a compliment getter if that's your thing. It's just smells great. You could get it from 15 to 30 bucks. I've seen it. A Jazzy Intensive Silver. It's out there now. It's going to start circulating. But guys, this is kind of the range of my style. I didn't really get too deep, but these are things I've been digging into in the past couple of weeks. Some I've had for a while, some I haven't. But I just want to say I feel great to be back. New name, starting from ground zero, but I want to share my journey with you guys, and I miss it. Enough said. So Thanks for stopping by. If you've made it to the end here, I appreciate you. Right in these hard parts right here. Stay safe. Smell Foxy. And let's go on this fragtastic journey together, y'all. Much love. Peace.